Says you're live.
We're on? Yeah. Nobody's on there. Surprise!
We'll just wait and see if anybody shows up. I didn't announce it on Facebook.
Yeah. So hey, here we are. You want me to hold it while you do that?
Yeah.
So here we are. We're on the road. So we drop you a line and let you know what we're doing. We got one person watching. No, someone else. Anyway, we're on our way to Montana. We left Little Rock, Arkansas yesterday. And now right now we're in Iowa. And we're getting close to South Dakota. So we'll be in South Dakota here in a little while. And we're just kind of humming along and having fun. And I thought we'd say hi to you guys, let you know what's happening. So far, everything's been going good. Been cruising easy. Bucking a pretty hard wind today. Yesterday, we were dealing with heavy rain. And I finally just told Darla, man, we need to find a place to park. And we got off the road about 4 o'clock at a Walmart and spent the night at Walmart. Got up this morning and did a little shopping. Had breakfast and showers and got on the road and been driving ever since. Pretty much just a couple little stops, but yeah. Having fun. Gage is having fun. He's been sitting there. He's been a good traveler this time. Darla's over there working on announcing that we're on the air on Facebook. And if you've ever been to Iowa, you'll know that Iowa is basically miles and miles of nothing but miles and miles. I mean, it's a lot of farmland and more farmland, so kind of interesting. And everything is, and the water is just everywhere. It's just real high. They've gotten a lot of rain. Everybody's gotten a lot of rain. I guess they had a lot of snow up here this year. Snow's all gone right now, but it has been raining, and of course it rained a lot in Arkansas while we were there, and we're just trying to stay out of it now.
DLS was asking how I am.
Who is?
DLS. I'm doing fine.
You're doing fine. Yeah, Darla's doing fine. Well, here. Can you have that?
I'm doing great. Just, yeah, I have no complaints.
Other than me.
Other than him, he's, yeah, you know how that goes. Anyway, we're just enjoying the scenery, what there is of it. It's
We're gonna go for the birth of our 7th grandchild.
Yeah.
That's where we're going.
7th grandbaby.
Our oldest daughter got remarried the other day. She's all happy, and
We're happy for her.
we're happy for her. The guy's really a great guy, and he really likes us, so that's a good thing because they got a full hookup spot at their house, so we can go and stay there. And now we're going to the youngest daughter. She's having another baby. And who knows, by the time we get done up here, we may be having another one, huh?
We may.
You never know.
We don't know what this grandbaby is either. Boy or girl. We'll have to
We
wait
just
and
know
find
it'll
out.
probably have a tail.
Yeah, Arkansas was beautiful. I like it. It's real pretty there. We've enjoyed our stay with our daughter and our grandson, getting better to know our now son-in-law, so that was nice. Now we get to go see our youngest and those 2 grandboys that we haven't seen in 2 years almost. We haven't seen any of them in 2 years, and our 2-year-old 2-year-old son-in-law there. He's not 2 years old, but he's been our son-in-law for 2 years almost in August. So that's the plan there.
And then midsummer, the whole family's going to get together.
Hopefully that all comes together.
My son will be coming, and
Try to read your guys'
up here. And we're all going to
comments.
be in Little Rock.
That's the plan anyway.
So we're just on a road trip right now. We're going to go up here, and then when we're done up here, we don't know, huh?
We have no idea. No idea at all. My comments.
Man, it's been windy today.
Yeah, the wind is hitting us from the sides. First one side and then the other, so.
Makes
But
this thing eat fuel.
At least it's not raining. Today it rained and rained and rained and rained.
Yeah, and after being absent from the road for 3 months, I didn't really feel like the first thing I wanted to do was be in torrential downpours and try to drive this thing.
Right. Let's say hi to Terry Burns, hi to Cindy, DLS, Wheel Living, and Charlie Porch. Thank you guys for joining. I did kind of make a late announcement that we were going live on Facebook, and I know it's like the middle of the day, but we were not doing anything and thought we should jump on here and say hi to you guys and let you know what we're up to and how we're doing. So far, I mean, we've gone into several Flying J's, and
3.
yeah,
And 2, nothing was working.
yeah. But I mean, as far as the quarantine and the masks and all that stuff, they are wearing masks, but no one inside of there was. I didn't see one person in there that was like a patron, a customer, wearing a mask.
People were
I don't
eating in Denny's.
Yeah, people were actually eating at a Denny's. So,
And they did a revise on Montana's death.
yeah.
Told me about that.
So they updated the COVID-related deaths in Montana. I don't remember what it was, but it was some
14.
number. It was 14, and now it's 0. Just
See,
facts.
nothing can live in Montana
Nothing can live in Montana. Of course,
except for the people. They are tough people.
they are tough people. Anyways, anybody got any questions? Yeah, as far as travel goes, we've also been to Walmart. That's still standard. I mean, the one we were at last night that we stayed at was in Missouri, and they closed down at 8:30, and then they
And we were
opened
the
up
only
at 7.
camper there, but there was probably 15 or 20
Truckers, yeah. But
They actually taped off painted lines for the truckers to park it.
yeah, it was nice for the truckers. It was nice for us too. I mean, literally, I think by 10 o'clock, all the truckers were in and down, and we slept pretty good. It was pretty quiet, except for the rain. Like I said, it rained a lot. But when you're off the road and you're sleeping, I like the rain. It sounds good.
You don't make as good a headway when it's raining anyway, because you're slowing down, and it's there's a cool truck. Anyway, you're just trying to make us miles, but we decided to just shut it down, have a nice dinner, relax, watch some TV, and get up. We got up early this morning. Showered, breakfast, then had breakfast, and then went into the Walmart. And then we came out and hit the road. So
Hi, Minivan Mike and who too?
yeah, we
Good to see you.
we need to do that challenge you gave us, Mike, but we've
Yeah.
been pretty busy. So between the wedding and now doing this, so
We mean to. Hopefully, we'll do it before the quarantine and this craziness is over. Anyways,
it's embarrassing.
yeah, Thumbs up, everybody. We got 11 watching now. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and saying hi. We appreciate you taking time out of your day always.
Yeah, from napping and watching TV.
Hi, RV Ashes in April. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. I hope everybody's doing well and not going crazy being bored.
We're almost to Sioux City, South Dakota.
Yeah. Doing good. Time-wise.
And I don't travel. We just travel about 62, 63 miles per hour.
Get better gas mileage.
Yeah,
that's something too. You want to tell them how much it usually costs to fuel up and what it costs today?
Yeah, I mean, normally this trip would cost us probably in the $500 to $600 range for fuel to get there. This time it's going to be around $200 to $300. So just depending on, like today, we filled up a little while ago and we've already burned a quarter of a tank of fuel. So it just
the wind's not.
It just pushing this air. And that's one thing about it. What I do is I'll get up to speed, and then when I start hearing the big wind noise on the windshield, then I'll slow it down, and that's where I lock it in. And it actually, this thing will run about 4 or 5 degrees warmer than normal, and uses more fuel. So, all right, Pizza Ranch. How many people have heard of Pizza Ranch? There's one over here.
Gosh, if you haven't gone to a pizza ranch, you need to go at least once. It's probably about all you'll need. We always joke about that. It's a buffet pizza, fried chicken place. Some people love it. Daniel just ate at Pizza Ranch today.
Who did?
Daniel. Minivan Mike, you like Pizza Ranch? You can't decide where to go. You guys are in Pigeon Forge, aren't you, Ashes? I think, right now.
You're actually supposed to be there working.
Yeah, we were. We were supposed to go to Dollywood, but with Bill's health and stuff, we just decided to go back to our daughter in Arkansas and just sit it out. So, I imagine now if we were there, we'd probably just be sitting and waiting for Dollywood to open up. 'Cause I don't think they're open until April. I think June 1st. I don't know. Hey, Brad. And Diana. Oh, they're in New Mexico. Wow. What did you said Flagstaff, right? They shut down Flagstaff.
Yeah, the camping at Flagstaff.
Here in Arizona. At least it's comfortable in Arizona. You're not going to want to stay there too much longer, I don't suppose. It's probably part of the reason you want to get going.
Well, if you're up at Flagstaff and stuff, it's
Yeah,
pretty
but
cool.
they're oh wait, they're in
Williams.
New Mexico. That's where they're at. Get my geography all messed up. I don't know. We weren't really sure about getting on the road if we would run into any problems, but so far, I think too the states that we're going through, from Arkansas up to Montana, it's not a problem as far as travel restrictions or whatever. No one's been hassled, so that's been nice. Oh, that's right. Pooh, you're in Arizona. Heat warning in Havasu today. Are you planning on leaving Havasu anytime soon, Pooh?
Stop at this rest area.
So we may need to use the heated hose around the water.
Why?
Cindy says one night there it's supposed to be 26. Too late.
Yeah, just fill the water tank.
Thanks, Minivan Mike. Catch you later. I love your videos. Anybody that's not caught his little short clips, they're fun. I enjoy them. Minivan Mike on YouTube. Check him out. He's cool.
Okay, they have a dump station.
Pamela Brooks. Hi, Pam. Drink your water. Okay. Look at that pretty puppy.
Yeah.
You see?
They have a dump station here.
Okay. Well, guys, I guess we know what we're gonna do next.
Well, I'm just gonna pull up here. And... Where is it though?
I don't know. We're stopped in a rest stop. It's pretty. At least these are not all trashed, like I don't know, say California. If they're open at all in California, they're not very nice. They seem to be pretty nice here. KG, you want to say hi?
Where is it?
Want to say hi?
I think it's right up here.
Looks like they're putting sod in too.
It says, do not drink
Stack
this
of it.
water. You're not supposed to drink sewer water.
All right, Cage is such a good co-captain. Don't want to dehydrate, it would be miserable. I agree. Dehydration is no fun.
Well, take that camera, go out there and point me to where I need to park. You'll see the hole in the ground.
Okay. All right, guys.
And people can learn how to do this.
You're gonna go with us.
We're dumping turds.
One of the nice things about some of these rest stops is they've got dump stations, which makes it really convenient, especially when the Flying J's don't have functioning equipment. So we're gonna take you with us outside. Sorry about the noise. I've got a direct bill so that he's lined up the cargo bay right where he needs to be. Exciting stuff. You guys tuned in for this. We're all good. Anyways, it's nice that they have this. I appreciate that. And I mean, it's like no charge. Pretty cool. Do not drink this water. We won't be drinking that water. On board, though, we do have Little Rock, Arkansas water, and it's like so good. I love their water. It's soft, tastes good, clean. Anyway, was that fun? Did you guys enjoy that? Are you still staying tuned in for the actual showtime? I'm not sure that's going to happen unless Bill takes the I don't want to hate your water. Don't step in any puddles. Wheel living. So we're just on the highway and we pulled off because we saw this rest stop. And the last rest stop we stopped at.
Ow, 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 ow.
You okay?
Elbow.
He had to use
Is
the
it cold?
facilities. No, it's okay. Anyways, and he started to drive away and he's like, oh, I forgot to use the dump station because they had one there too. So I know that, you know, this state, I think we're in Nebraska right now, they've got dump stations. And so when we saw this one, we pulled off purposely because of course he had to go pee again anyway and use the dump facilities, which is nice. I mean, if you're a Good Sam member and you go to a Flying J, the dump station fee is like, I think $7.50, which is also nice because you can, you know, fuel, you can get propane, you can dump, and you can put on some fresh water. Not drinkable again, but we don't drink that water. And we have a triple filtration anyway, so. My daughter, don't rest too long, baby and I are waiting. You better wait. Anyway, really want to be there in time for this baby, but you know how babies are. They're late, they're early, they come when they're ready. So we'll see how it goes. Hey Mary Beth, how are you? Thank you for giving us trip fever. I'm sorry, Pamela. And you know, I really enjoy being with my kids. I'm not as much the traveler as Bill is. He's the one that loves to go, go, go. So yeah, he's been chomping at the bit for a little bit now, but I'm okay, but you know, I'm happy to be making this trip because I want to go see my daughter and my other grandbabies and the other son-in-law and greet the new baby coming. I'm very excited about it. Just hope we make it in time. She always delivers early. This is their third baby. Well, yes. Anyway, by the way, Cindy, Chris and Kirsten said to tell you hi and congratulations. There. Forgot to tell you that. Pooh, you can make an appointment for the baby to be born if you're on board with cesarean, which most doctors are. That's a whole other YouTube channel. And my daughters, they're not really, they like having home births, if that's at all possible. So that's what this one's probably going to be, as long as it goes smoothly. She's had one in the hospital and one at home, and hopefully this one will be at home too. So she prefers having them at home. It's much more peaceful. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Y'all got any questions? Bill's outside, so I'm filling airtime here. This is where Cage likes to sit when we're not moving. We don't let him stay there when we're traveling because I don't think it's safe. I don't think it's safe for him, and I know it's not safe for Bill to be trying to see over his head. We had a home birth too. Oh yeah, that's true. Having a home birth right now is kind of nicer because, sorry about my hand being in the way, guys, because of all the COVID stuff. Aw. Wow, that's cool. 1986. That's cool. That was something for that day. Yep. That's cool. I was there for the last of her babies that was born. We were at the house, and that was quite something. I mean, other than my 3 kids, I've never seen a baby be born, so it's interesting. Anyways, it is still windy here, but it's not as cold as it was. It was really cold earlier, like maybe an hour ago. It was very cold. Not Montana cold. Did I retire before Bill did? Is that what you're asking, Pamela? $63 in Montana right now. You need to warm it up there, Cindy. No. We owned our own businesses for the whole time we've been married, just about. I mean, the first year we were married, he worked for somebody, but then he got laid off, and we just decided this is too much uncertainty. So we had our own businesses through the years, and then when the economy went south in 2008, we decided, after sitting around for two years trying to wait for the recession to be over, which it turned out to be a little more than a recession, we went ahead and bought the RV and got rid of everything else we had left, and we've been doing this since 2010, the end of 2010. So, and we're not really retired. Like, we just, both of us within this last year got our Social Security, and so we only work part of the year, and Our expenses are so minimal that we can get away with that. Yes, it was a motorcycle shop in Hesperia, in the high desert in California. $85 in Oregon, nice. Ooh. I think I'd be heading there. All right, well, Bill's done. How'd it go?
Huh?
How'd it go?
Just bombs away.
I guess we're fresh as a daisy now.
Want to check?
We feel so much lighter.
Want to check a couple things real quick and then we'll roll.
Okay. 64 in Atlanta. Oh, you know what, DLS? I forgot to ask Bill. And when you said that you were looking for a 4x, you mean a 4-wheel drive? You were asking for any suggestions. Let me know what you meant, because I didn't mean to ignore you. I just forgot. And then he jumped out to do this, so. Pamela Brooks, where are you from? 57 degrees here. Oh, St. Louis. Okay. Yeah, we did have a bike shop in California. We had it for 22 years. Prettiest state we've been through? Well, Montana, of course. No, honestly, I think the prettiest state is probably North Carolina. I really do like North Carolina. And then next runner-up is, I don't know, I like all those southern states, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee. I think they're very green and very pretty. And after living 28 years in the high desert in California, I'm done with brown. I gotta have color. Some flowers and greenery and yeah. Anyway. Guys, I'm tapped. Don't know what else to say, what else to talk about. No one's asking questions. Anyway.
Everything looks wonderful.
Everything looks wonderful. Good thing you're back.
Why?
So I'm out of topics to discuss.
You are.
How has everybody been doing with the quarantine? Anybody you know been sick?
Me.
Arizona's still very deserty. Utah is too. It's not as green as I'd like it to be. There are some pretty spots there that are not like the Mojave Desert in California, but I prefer this section of the country. DLS, looking for a 4x. Okay, looking for a 4x. Great grandparents died in 1864. Still need a little more clarification. Sorry. How is the stairs? Oh, the stairs. Yeah, we had problems with the stairs on the motorhome. I guess Bill replaced the carpeting on the stairs, and a metal piece, a trim piece, was making this weird noise. So he kept hitting the button trying to figure out where the noise was coming from, and it overheated the motor and shut it off, which is good that it has like a fail-safe on it. But as soon as it cooled off, it started working again. Thank God.
Thought we had ordered a $180 motor from
I went ahead and got online and ordered another $180. It was actually $189 when everything was taxed and all that stuff. So I called and canceled that. Have we ever been to the Dells in Wisconsin?
Where? The Dells? We've been by it.
Yeah.
We've never went to it. We're gonna go.
Mary Beth, 3 relatives been sick. 1 in Washington, 2 in Connecticut. Who needs stairs? I need stairs.
I had it.
Bill's not tested positive, I will say that, but he was really sick and it didn't fit any other. It was just weird, and if I had to guess what it was, I would definitely say it was corona.
Yeah, well, I looked into all the symptoms and all that stuff.
It was bad. It was really bad. That's why we ended up going back to Arkansas. You know, I don't know if you guys know, we went down to Florida. We tried to go down to Florida, got to Alabama, and he just couldn't do it. So it took us 2 days to go from Alabama to get back to Arkansas, because he could only drive like 2 or 3 hours, and then he had to sleep for 2 or 3 hours. And I don't drive this thing, so we got back there and stayed for a while, a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, I think. Then we went back down to Florida and we stayed there, training for another job, and the job included sending us to a bunch of RV functions and shows and fairs and stuff like that. And then all this COVID stuff hit, and we thought, you know what, we'd be better off if we just stayed in Arkansas. So we told the owner our concerns and why we were not ready to onboard with them at that time, and he got very huffy with us and pretty much blew us out. So
That's all right.
he said our excuse was lame. I wonder how lame he thinks it is now. Just wondered.
What was that?
I don't know.
Sounds like
I'm sorry to hear that, Gypsy Nomads. I hope she'll be okay. The symptoms.
Was that cake?
Yeah, he's trying to get me his toy box.
Oh.
The symptoms, what were your symptoms? They want to know.
Well, I was coughing real bad. I couldn't breathe. I had aches and pains all over my body, mostly my shoulders and my neck and my chest, and I'm still dealing with that.
And
I'm
fever.
still trying to get over that.
Yeah,
Huh?
and fever.
I had a fever. One night I woke up and I was soaking wet. The bed was soaking wet where I was laying, and I got up, and that was probably the worst. I didn't have a constant fever. Darla said I didn't have a fever, but we never actually took my temperature.
Right. All county fairs in Connecticut have been canceled through October. Yeah, and I mean, we were going to start out in Florida. The other thing is he wanted to send us to, I think we were supposed to go to 8 Air Force bases right off the bat. And that's where they were sending a lot of the sick people with the virus. So it's like, I just don't really want to subject ourselves to that stuff. We're going to just sit it out for a while and see where this goes, especially since he had just been so sick. And I don't know, I keep reading these reports. Like California said their most recent discovery of a person with COVID-19 was in February, early February. And then in France, they discovered it in early January. And honestly, I think I would not be surprised if they found out that it was here as early as maybe last November or even October. So, because I know a lot of people that were super, super sick and they had those symptoms and nobody was testing positive for the flu. So.
Well, I've had pneumonia twice.
Yeah.
That was the bad thing. I'm in my 60s. I have diabetes, and I've had pneumonia twice. And when I got that, man, I was lit. Oh, that's a nice truck. Stay up my window. Your favorite. Anyway, we were. I got that thing, and we had no idea. We thought it was bronchitis. We thought it was pneumonia, and then all of a sudden, we started finding out about this. And then I started researching what the symptoms were, what people go through, and then that's exactly what I went through. So there's no doubt I had it. So and now I go everywhere. I don't wear a mask. I don't worry about it.
How many days was the worst part of the sickest that you were?
How long?
Yeah.
Probably 5 to 6 weeks. I suffered.
It was really, really not good.
Where I was really bad, and I was sleeping like 12, 14 hours a day.
Hi, Dougie. Dougie.
Doug's on there?
Yeah.
Did you get your airbag fixed?
Did you get your airbag fixed, Doug? And DLS is wondering if you have any suggestions on a 4x.
4x truck?
A 4x.
What do they want? A 4x4 truck?
DLS, are you talking about a truck or a Jeep or what exactly are you looking at? Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. Yes, new airbags, Doug says. Good deal. Watch where you're backing up.
Yeah, no more dirt devil driving with the motorhome. He's got a real nice Class A. He's driving it off-road. He thinks he's like a desert racer or something. These things, these Class A diesels like this, they're road kings. That's what they're meant to do, is go down the highways. We cow trail, we do the back roads, you know, little 2 lanes and stuff. That's not bad, but we've done enough dirt roads. We almost flipped this thing one time in a field.
Yeah.
Almost rolled it off a cliff, so.
Pamela, I'm sorry. Are you asking if Bill walks a lot or if we walk a lot? He doesn't walk at all. He doesn't like to walk. I love it.
I walked to the refrigerator and back.
You should see where I am at now. Where are you, Dougie? I know you're still in. Aren't you still in Arizona? No. Yeah. Right? Arizona.
I think so. I don't know where he is. He was in Arizona.
Doug, if you started a YouTube channel, we could see where you were at. See where we're at?
We're in Iowa.
I think we're in, I don't know, we're in between Nebraska and Iowa. Hills of Flagstaff, okay.
We're on I-29, head north. We're almost to Sioux City.
Our rig is 58 feet long, including the motorhome and the pickup when it's attached. The motorhome itself is...
It says, well, they claim it's a 37, but I measured it. It's 39 feet.
39 feet.
From bumper to
Be
bumper.
in the flatland. Yeah, we are definitely in the flatlands. It's all farm country out here.
And we're 102 inches wide.
Right, we're a wide body,
We just
102
went
inches
through
wide.
some 12-foot clearance K-rails, and man, I'll tell you what, you'd think this thing was 11 and a half feet wide. 'Cause it
We
was
didn't breathe
tight.
when we drove through there. Scary. They're doing some maintenance on some bridges.
But I love driving this thing. Class A diesel motorhomes to me they're awesome. I love driving.
I'm so confused. All right, looking for four. Oh, okay, I got it. I'm so confused, DLS. I'm so sorry. I don't know. He's talking about genealogy. His 4-time great-grandparents that were buried. I don't even know DLS is a guy or girl, but DLS, 4-time great-grandparents that are buried in 1864. Gotcha. I'm with you now. I'm tracking. Atlanta.
When you say 4x4, I immediately go to...
No, they just stated 4X.
Oh.
4 times. Okay, I'm trying to back up to where that was. I'm planning on going to Missouri soon to find more different suggestions. Okay. If you have a friend, DLS, that is either really strongly into genealogy or even that might be a LDS Mormon, I have a really good friend in Washington, and she took me to their steakhouse, S-T-A-K-E, you know, those big churches the Mormons have, and they've got libraries, and they'll let you use their computers if you come in with a member of the church. They have to sign in, and it's free, and you can use their printers to print off anything. We were there, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours one day. I had a blast. It was wonderful. But that's where I found a lot of stuff that I could not find on my own with just the InCountryAncestry.com subscription. They've got everything. They're really good about keeping records like that. Can you see Missouri? No, we can't see the Missouri River.
No, we're not.
Hi, Linda Barker. Do you have we have Verizon. Wheel Living. Bill should have been a truck driver. I don't think so, Dougie. One of our best friends is a cross-country truck driver, and he's never home. He gets home, I don't know, I think 5 days out of 6 weeks. I couldn't do that. Bill could also be a bus driver for a bunch of kids. We can't.
No.
No, we can't.
I could be a bus driver, but not with kids in it. I'd be throwing around out the window.
Maybe prisoners, but not kids.
I could be a tour bus driver. How's that?
Good. How many miles have we driven today so far? $316. We left at 7:30 this morning?
Yeah, 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. I think it was 8 o'clock. So, not great, not bad. But
The secret is not how fast you drive, it's how much you drive.
that's true. But
I
wait,
usually, right now, I have my foot on the throttle because we're going through some construction, but I normally just set it at about 62 and it'll run between 62 and 63. And that's where I get my best fuel economy.
sorry about
I
the
can
bumpy
get
ride.
10 to 12 miles per gallon. I'm not getting that today though. There's another rest area. Dang, they got them close
They
together.
do.
We're not stopping this time.
My husband kind of wants to drive a long school bus. Does he like kids?
Do I like kids?
No. Pamela says that her husband Kevin wants to drive a long school bus. He is one of 6. We don't get it. What RPM does the RV cruise at? Who says?
Right now it's at 1600. It's 62 miles per hour.
1600 and we're going 62 miles an hour.
This one is geared a little higher than most. It's got the Rockwell rear end in it, so it's a friend of mine has, I don't know what rear end he has, but he's got the same motor and stuff. But he runs at about 1750 at this speed.
Thanks, Ashes, for tuning in. Appreciate you popping on and saying hi. Let us, know where you're headed and watch your videos. You guys might want to tune in and see RV Ashes in April too. They've got some really cool videos. I enjoy them. Linda Barker says it's not how fast you drive, it's how you drive fast. Maybe I'm missing NASCAR.
Yeah. NASCAR is going to have like 7 races in 3 weeks here pretty soon. They're going to try to get their season rolling.
Who says love those low rev diesels? Pamela, I'm glad that you enjoy this, what did you call this? Socializing distancing.
Yeah.
We haven't, and I think this is true a lot of the YouTubers out there, especially full-time RVing ones. There's really not a lot to cover when you're just sitting in a place and you're doing the same thing every day, so we haven't put a lot of videos out because of that, but
And show them this. See this little thing right
yeah.
here? Can they see that?
I don't know, can you see
I
it?
think so.
Can y'all see
Anyway,
that?
this is my little steer knob. And man, it's a great thing to have when you're on the road. Because they used to always be swapping like this, but now I just usually just hold on to this old knob, and it works really good when you're trying to, these steering wheels travel more than a car do. Even with the power steering, they still have to spin a couple of times. And works great. Good for quick responses.
Martin, we got one of those off of Amazon. Amazon.
Yeah, it's like $12.
Yeah. I remember when I was little, my uncle used to drive with one of those. No matter what his vehicle was, he had one of those on his steering wheel. Pamela says their 38.5-foot diesel pulls a Jeep.
Oh, yeah?
Your husband's gone 12 hours a day, so she needs people. I understand that. And even though we've been in quarantine, we were with our daughter and her 6-year-old son, so that was fun. Because she was working from home. She's a CPA, and I took over, the schooling from. He goes to private school, but I took over the schooling for her on that. And now that I'm gone, she's having to do both. And a new husband, so that's in the mix too.
So she's busy day and night.
They'll be fine. That steering knob is awesome. Martin, so I did a round of antibiotics, and I just don't chew on this side. That's all I can do for right now. It doesn't hurt as long as I don't mess with it. I don't know. I'm probably headed for another root canal. I just don't even know. I don't want to think about it. It's not hurting right now. I'm also using a mouth guard at night because I know I clench my jaw at night when I sleep. I don't mean to, I just do, and I can't stop myself from it in my sleep. So that's helped. Cindy says, as a veteran road warrior, she wished that she had had one of those.
Yeah, they help a lot. I used to get so fatigued. I still get, you get tired driving these. By the end of the day, you feel like you've got work and your upper body's
I get tired just riding here. I do. Travel days wear me out. Thank you, Dougie, for letting us know the audio and video's strong. We are out here in the middle of farmland, so you never know what the reception's going to be. Anyway, I'm so glad you guys are still on here. We've got 20 viewings still. Y'all are so bored. You guys are traveling vicariously through us.
Just think of it, we're preventing people from suicide right now.
Yes.
After this, they might do it anyway.
We're doing community service here.
50 miles to Sioux City, then we'll be in South Dakota.
Cool. We're domiciled out of Sioux Falls, and we both need to get our driver's licenses renewed, but...
I can do mine, but you can't.
Yeah, mine is expiring in January. His is expiring in August, and I can't renew mine unless it's within 6 months to expiration date. So I would be able to in July, but it ain't July, so we'll see. Oh my goodness.
Well, we'll wait until we're on our way back. See what we can do.
You want to know what Doug said?
What?
Your friend? He said, I would grind my teeth if I slept by who you do.
She sleeps by cage.
I do sleep by cage.
He is definitely a divider.
He's a sleeper. He sleeps all the
He
time.
likes to be in the middle. You can't put him on one side or the other. He won't.
We call him our bookmark.
He gets right in the middle and goes and gets under the covers and tucks in, and that's it. And it got cold last night.
It did get cold.
And I had 4 little warm spots because his feet were touching. It was all sucked into her.
Pamela, I get my teeth worked on down in Mexico. We've been doing that for like I don't know, the last 4 or 5 years. So, but he'll look at it in January when we go down there. We go to Quartzsite, Arizona, and then we go down. That's the other thing I got to do is renew our passports. It's all coming due. I mean, we've been on the road now for 10 years, so your passport's only good for 10 years. I got to renew both those. Martin, you do need a diesel house. March 1st is a long time to sit at home. Atlanta's trying to rain. So DLS, that's probably the storm we drove through yesterday because it was headed that direction.
It rained really hard last night. We got off the road. It just started raining, and we pulled into that Walmart, and it just hammered down. I took KG out to go to the bathroom, and that was it. We didn't do anything but eat and go to bed.
Pamela, no, Mexico, the country. We just drive up to the border in Yuma, Arizona, and then we walk across the border, and then we walk back the same day, in and out. We get our optical and our dental there.
Medicine.
And yeah, prescriptions. It's a whole lot cheaper. Yeah, I know we can, the Gypsy Nomads, we can renew online, I know, but you can only do that once in 10 years, which probably would be fine for us. But they also, so at one point I thought they only wanted one form, one piece of mail with your address on it, and I'm conflicted. I have a phone call into Your Best Address, which is who we get our mail forwarding done through. And I asked them to call me back and let me know, because online it says you need 2 pieces of mail with your address on it, and I don't know if that's the P.O. box, because we've always had to like go to Tower Campground and they use their address as our address. So it's all just funny business, you know. I just don't want to have any delays and have our licenses expire. That would not be good. So I've got to call into Your Best Address, and they're supposed to call us back and let us know what the deal is with that. Because at one time it was only one thing like that with that address on there, and now the internet says two pieces of mail with your address, local in Sioux Falls. So
Very smart.
I just don't like all this paperwork stuff, having to renew it. And then we're kind of not knowing if we should maybe switch everything over to Arkansas. We have land there, and our daughter said we could use her address to, she'd send us our pertinent mail, you know, things that were important, and then trash the rest, like they do at Your Best Address. But I don't know, something about a luxury tax on your RV, and I'm not sure if that would affect us or not, and if it would be cost prohibitive to do that. So we got a lot to check into this year. And like I said, you know, we've been full-time RVing now for 10 years, and all this stuff is coming due. Well, the licenses is what, every 2 years anyway. So, no. Yeah, driver's licenses every 5 years. Passports every 10 years. So.
The good thing is,
And then I also have to send for our absentee ballots, because we're not going to be there to vote in the election.
South Dakota, we don't have to have vehicle inspections and all that stuff. So it was a lot cheaper to register and everything, insurance and the whole thing out of South Dakota, but now it's getting to where it's not.
Right.
They're kind of figuring it out, going, well, hey, we can make some extra money on these people. So, you know, do you want to hassle the inconvenience of Texas having to go down every other year and have this inspection done on your vehicle, or like, I don't know, people say Montana's a good place, but the thing is, you got to get an LLC for there. I don't know.
We can renew our driver's licenses online, but you can only do that once in 10 years.
But that's every other time, so.
Right. So we could do that if we had to.
That's what we're trying to do with me.
Yeah, we'll do that if I can figure out the paperwork thing. That's the issue. And then I don't think we pay property tax on our rig and our truck, but we do pay registration fee. We like being domiciled out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, because there's no state income tax. So when we do work jobs, we don't pay state income tax there. That's one nice thing about that.
Yeah, so if you're interested in that, go to your best address in Sioux Falls, South Dakota,
Right.
and give our name because we get a free month.
Yeah.
It's $144 a year for the mail service.
Right. Mary Beth, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. We'll catch you later.
How many people are watching?
21.
21. Wow.
Thank you for the thumbs up, y'all. You're doing great. Appreciate it. Pamela, one of the best meals we fix, we love tacos. Like really, really love tacos. Right now we're traveling and I have a slow cooker. I got a slow cooker, I'll show you, going with dinner in it. So when we get to where we're going,
It's with the
it's
kitchen
ready.
craft. Show them the.
It's kitchen craft cookware. I've got a cover on it so the lid doesn't rattle. But I mean, it's electric. I have it plugged in up there in a cupboard because I don't have enough plugs here. Well, for one thing, this cord won't reach it. So we have to use the plug that we always have up in the cabinet. And I just plug it in and it's good to go. And I would take the lid off. Actually, I'm going to, just because it's about ready anyways. But I mean, you know, let me turn the light on so you can see. That's dinner. Can you see it? So that's going to be ready when we get wherever we're going. Wherever we decide to call it a night, that'll be ready for us, which I absolutely love. I think that's one of my favorite things about having an RV like this and traveling in this while you're driving. Your food's cooking. It's just going to be ready when we get done with the day, when we get done traveling. I like that. And this is kitchen craft cookware. So it's got a base on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's electric. Sorry guys, I'm trying really hard to get my sea legs going. Anyways, it's electric, and the pan sits on the base, and it operates like a slow cooker. It's been on since 7:30 this morning. So when we finally do get done traveling, shut off the motorhome, probably more than likely be in a Walmart, dinner is done. So it is a very.
How's it looking?
It looks done.
Huh?
It looks done.
Smells great.
It does smell great.
That's
one
the
of
only hard part,
yeah.
is smell that all day.
It drives him crazy.
Well, you're cooking it for 8 hours, right? What do you have it on, 2 now?
Yeah. 900 for an LLC. And registration for life while you have it in Montana. Good to know. Do you have one, Doug? No, we don't have a Keurig,
No.
Pamela, sorry. RV SWAT is another of our friends that has a channel. If you guys haven't tuned in to their channel, they've got some interesting content. They work a lot of really cool jobs too that they share. Good information. But they've got a Keurig, and she's like a coffee achiever, so she's all about that. We just have a percolator, which I really like. We've discussed this because with a drip coffee maker, the water just goes into the basket, the grounds, one time, and it doesn't cycle through. So it's not really got that great of a RV SWAT, SWAT. But with a percolator, it just keeps cycling through it, so it gets a real good coffee flavor.
It's stronger and mellow.
Yeah. So RV SWAT is. What time are we stopping to eat? Probably between 4 and 5. Yeah, it's RV Seasonal Work and Travel is what SWAT stands for. And he's from Louisiana and she's from Alabama, and they're wonderful people, and they're just so funny. I love them. So Doug, you do have a...
I'm gonna see if I get water.
Okay. Dang, Doug, that's ridiculous. He just paid $930 for his registration in Vegas. That's terrible.
Well, it was gonna cost us how much?
I know. I thought California was bad all by itself, but that's horrible. You guys need to get out of there. Cajun. Yes, Doug. Johnny is Cajun. Louisiana Cajun. And they've got a Chinese crested dog, and his name is Gadget. He's very funny. He's a lover. He's a lover puppy, but he is a funny looking dog. He has no hair, except for right here. He's got a big tuft of hair. He's a sweetheart. Anyways, guys, we're right at an hour, and Bill's not doing any of the talking anymore, so.
Well, I'm just gonna look and see if I can fill up with water. If I can't, then I'm gonna.
We're at another rest stop, guys.
Well,
So pretty though. It's so pretty. I mean.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about your dog
beautiful.
being eaten by alligators like you do in Florida.
Florida, yeah. Anyways, really, really, really appreciate you guys tuning in.
No, it says do not drink again.
It is bumpy again, I know, but I appreciate that you let me make you seasick, guys.
All right, we're going back on the freeway, so
All right.
there's no drinking water.
Hope you all have a really good day. I've got 20 viewers and 21 thumbs up, so you guys did really, really well. Thanks very much for tuning in. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, and be sure and hit the bell and click all so that you get all our content whenever we do release a video again. We will, we promise. Anyway, thanks guys. We'll keep you posted as we can. We want to eat early. Yeah, he's always ready for dinner. Thanks for the well wishes on the safe travels. You too, Dougie. And
Don't say safe travels. I don't want to hear be safe. I'm tired of
Shelter in place.
politicians telling me to be safe.
be safe. He
I'm
said
gonna
travel safe.
As soon as we park, I'm going to get some scissors and run around the motorhome with scissors.
He's gonna run with scissors. He's not gonna be safe, but he'll have a mask on. Anyways, guys, I hope that we've saved your sanity a little bit today. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.